on a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. Rise and shine, my friends. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather. What can be said about a beautiful morning like this other than I hope you're finding a way to go outside and enjoy? It is just gorgeous outside. I am coming to you live from the Orlando Science Center. Forgot I was doing um, the Science of It tapings today. So we'll be here doing a couple of hours of that and then back to the station to work on some new graphics stuff. So here we are. I hope you're having a great start to the day, though. Look at our beautiful tower cam network this morning. Blue sky. This is Port Canaveral. Man, what a pretty start to the day it is. Oh, man. Not going to lie. Kind of wish that I was out at the beach today. A lot of folks already over at New Smyrna Beach. Here's a live look there. It's looking very nice. Kennedy Space Center. How you doing? I hear we've got a new core stage on its way. NASA announcing yesterday the next core stage for Artemis 2 is heading out. We'll be seeing you soon there at the turn basin. A little hazy, perhaps. Not too bad. All right, let's head inland, see what's doing. Orlando International Airport had a ground stop for a good part of the day yesterday because of those showers and thunder showers, but certainly not a problem now. Downtown Orlando looking good. Let's head over to Tavares. Looking good, maybe? There it is, looking good. And last but not least, there's more tower cams, but we'll stop here. Ocala, you're looking pretty good. So I like that. I like that on a Wednesday morning. I had to check the day with my new schedule. I can't even keep track of the day. Like my is it called a circadian rhythm? My whatever rhythm is completely off. So here we are. First warning live Doppler radar scanning around. It's nice and quiet out there this morning. Nothing to see here. Just some kind of high, thin clouds. You can see the showers in north and west of town. They're not bothering us at all. Temperatures out the door showing mid 70s in Marion County. That's not too bad. 72 degrees in DeLand. That's not too bad. That's actually really nice. And 77 degrees in Orlando. Forecast today. Big surprise. It's going to be hot and then it's going to get stormy, right? Showers and thunder showers developing today. 86 by 11 o'clock, 90 degrees by 1 p.m., and about 94 degrees our daytime high. So, yeah, there you go. Good stuff. Good stuff. How we doing? Are we looking forward to a beautiful day? Is it just me? Is it just me? I don't know. It's a gorgeous forecast today. Nancy, Luis, good morning. David, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Debbie, it will be moist. Yes, it will be. It's also going to be hot. Here's a look at the high temperatures around Central Florida today. 94 degrees in Orlando, 93 in DeLand. Notice the beach is not quite as hot. 90, 91, 92. Yeah, so there's that. It's going to be a toasty day. What about Futurecast? Let's dial that up. See how we're shaping up. And also, like, let's see if tweaks to Futurecast have helped at all. All right, so here's this morning. We're looking good. All right, we'll just take it through time. Lots of sunshine. Popcorning up some showers, 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then we're looking at a decent coverage of storms, particularly west and north. But that's not like a ton. Now let's switch over and pull up the HER model here and see what the HER model is saying. Stand by. All right, here's the HER model. If you've been watching Futurecast the last couple of days with us, it's not been hammering it away. It hasn't. So, all right, let's take a look at the HER model. I think that this model has absolutely done a better job here recently, showing that sunshine, and then 4, 5. So the HER model's going quite dry. Interesting. See, when you get situations like that, it's like, what direction do you go? Ah. So for the overall idea today, here's kind of the overall coverage. And I think that Futurecast may be on the right track here. North of town, west of town being the highest likelihood of seeing rainfall today. All right, for all of my friends, Palm Bay, I know you're always, am I going to get rain? I don't know that you're going to get rain today. Metro area may see some showers. Highest coverage, or highest chance, I should say, is going to be north and west of you. So there you go. James says, I mean, it rains. It rains. It's Florida. That's true. That's true. Absolutely correct. Yeah, that's true. Here but can't stay today. I'm proud of myself for making it here. Well, thank you for hanging and making it real quick, Marilyn. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Friday evening Aquatica for storms. So let's look at the 7-day forecast and put together kind of the next few steps here, okay? So for today, lower, and I think that we've got the right idea here. Lower 40% coverage of storms today, even tomorrow. We talked about that yesterday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, rain chances are going to go up just a little bit. But I think, you're talking about aquatic, whether it's aquatic, whatever it is, like there's going to be the chance to see some shower. It's Florida, and Florida's going to Florida. At this point, does Futurecast go out that far? It may. We can try this. We have the technology. We have the know-how. All right. So Futurecast. So Friday evening for Aquatica, like there's 6:37 on our longer range Futurecast. Like it may be hit or miss. Definitely a higher coverage of rain Friday versus today. Maybe hit or miss. Darren's asking, where's Cam? Cam's going to be at work shortly. She was at work yesterday. I saw her yesterday. Yeah. Deltona's going to get it again. Maybe autumn. Maybe. Finally get some nice rain yesterday in New Smyrna Beach. Yeah, let's take a look. Let me switch this around. Let me pop up our live radar. What I'll do is I'll hit our live radar up, not for necessarily live stuff, but let me go over to rainfall. Hit that button, and that's looking at 6-hour rain. Let me switch it to 24-hour rain. Okay, perfect. So this is the 24-hour rain product, and you can clearly see who got some decent rains yesterday, right? Like, look, Palm Coast. Yeah, you did. That yellow, I believe, is a 2-inch marker. Nope. Let's see. Yeah, 1.9, 2 inches. So Palm Coast, you got some decent rains there. Further to the south, like Flagler Beach, you got some showers, right? Let's widen this just a little bit. A good chunk of Volusia, who needed the rain desperately, got some really good rains. And then further south, Seminole County, we got some rain. Like my house was right on the border. Bithlo, Wedgefield, UCF area got some decent rains. Look at Holopaw. St. Cloud was kind of the terminator there. I'll be back. Sorry, I had to. So anyway, there's that. Now, why is rain chance coming up this weekend? So Allison, our intern, put this surface graphic together. I have to point it out because while we've got some drier air in play, watch that bottom right corner of the screen, okay? All right, so when we look to this weekend, watch that bottom right corner. Moisture sneaking in. Remember, we'd been talking about this the last couple of days. The computer models had shown like a little piece of energy moving towards South Florida. There it is. That's going to help to raise the rain chances this weekend and give us into next week higher coverage of showers and storms. So for planning purposes, and the 7-day forecast does reflect this, but for planning purposes, understand that those rain chances are going to go up. Yeah. All right. Sound good? So let's take a look at that 7-day forecast and put it all together here. And Allison, I don't think is watching, but if Allison is, then good job on the surface graphic. She was on the computer that I use for coffee talk, so I always feel bad. I have to kick her off. It's like 7:50 in the morning every morning. All right, so there you go. Showers and storms on the increase this weekend into early next week, thanks to that tropical moisture, right? Oh, we needed it so badly in Palm Coast, Catherine says. Yeah, it makes sense. Matt says Mount Dora finally got the rain the last 2 days. As soon as I paid for the sprinklers fixed, Gage said 5 inches in 24. You got some decent rain for sure, yeah. Barb said we did in Palm Coast. The whole cul-de-sac was flooded, so there you go. You want the rain, you just don't really want the flooding, for goodness sake. Lori says a little over an inch west side of Port Orange, much needed. Yep. Yep. Let's see here. Send it to Ocala. Tiffany, you've got a decent chance of rain today. Yeah, so let's hope for that. Patty says, I'm in Palm Coast. Our area only got 0.27 inches, but wicked lightning. Oh, man. It is what it is. Carla, good morning to you. How are you? Everybody good? North of Popka got hammered for a bit yesterday, Cindy says. Well, and again, I think it's going to be north of town and west of town for the focal point today. So that's where we're at. Yeah. All right. Any questions about our local forecast? We can go to the tropics next. Also, like I always feel like when I do coffee talk from my laptop webcam, I feel like its camera is so high resolution. You see every little wrinkle. Good God. I'm getting older, y'all. All right. Any other questions about our local forecast? Then we can move on. Scorpio Heart on YouTube's asking, where are we on the drought meter? That's a good question. Let me pop that up. Stand by. The computer is thinking. The fun also, when you are remote like I am right now, is sometimes it gets grumpy, like it's being right now. So that's always fun. All right. So I will have to restart my connection to the computer at WESH. That's fine. We can do that. But the drought monitor, interestingly enough, the last couple of days, the drought monitor has continued to be pretty decent. So let's do this. Drought. Okay, so here's the drought monitor. The drought monitor showing that particularly our southern areas are in an abnormal drought or abnormally dry, moderate drought over places like St. Cloud. Some of those areas got some decent rains yesterday, but look at the rainfall numbers for the year. I think that this will really illustrate some things for you, right? So like Orlando, 8 inches behind. Sanford for the year, 5 inches behind. Melbourne, almost 8 inches behind. Daytona Beach, almost 7 inches behind. And then there's Leesburg, like that last respite of hope. You're over there on your ivory tower, just celebrating all the rains that you've gotten. It's kind of funny. Yeah. All right. So that's kind of where we are locally. The drought is we're behind average for sure. You know? Yeah. Yeah, the lighting isn't as good. Well, the problem is with bad lighting, it makes you look even worse. Yeah. That's where we're at. Wrinkles are natural. TV life is hard. It's true. It's true. Yeah. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns about our local forecast? Matt says Florida has a way of fixing a drought, usually in August or September. That's right. Usually, see, Matt, that's the perfect transition to the tropical discussion, right? It's it's almost, Matt, like you're a television news producer. Almost. All right. So, yeah, usually in August or September, Mother Nature likes to throw a drought buster our direction for now. And if you missed yesterday's Tracking the Tropics, we'll do a brief little deal now. But yeah, the tropics are nice and quiet. Not much to see there. No tropical development expected over the next 7 days' time. That's always, always, always a welcome sight. Always a welcome sight. But let's do this. Let's pop up the computer models. Let's see what's doing there. Okay. All right. So let's start. This is the American GFS, and we can switch it to the basin view just because if we need to zoom in, we'll zoom in. All right. So check in, check in, check in. There's Sunday into Monday, and you can see into South Florida there. I'll zoom it in a little bit, but you can see into South Florida there. There's that moisture, right? You see that blue shade from Cuba to South Florida. There's that weak tropical wave. Thankfully, we're not talking about big development or anything, but there's that tropical wave, right? There's that. Janet's flying in August. How does the long-term frequency look at the end of? I mean, end of August, late July, early August. So late July into early August is busy. Late August. Oh man. Um, I think late August is getting busy again. Yeah, I have to run the numbers. That GIF that everybody sees. Yeah, plus the peak of hurricane season is early September, so there's that. All right. So anyway, there's that weak tropical wave kind of moving into South Florida, bringing with it some heightened rain opportunities, and then cruising out into the Gulf of Mexico. Does it try to develop? Models aren't really saying much there. Andres is asking, will there be a chance of tornadoes this weekend? I would strictly say, I mean, Florida's going to Florida, right? So there's always a threat, but there's nothing that looks to be significant. All right. Moving on, high pressure builds in. Wow, look at that. That's going to be hot. That's going to be hot. And then July 31st, August 1st, cold front. LOL. Yeah, so that doesn't look like anything's there. Let's switch over to the European. Just roll through. There's that little tropical wave, nothing crazy. Switch over to the ensemble to go even further out. Some lowered pressure, but thankfully nothing crazy. So yeah, so nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Did I say nothing crazy? Because I meant nothing crazy. Love that for us. That's what we need. So checking on the models, at least for now, things are behaving themselves tropically, right? Right? Sedite, sedite. I like it. All right. Betsy says, am leaving South Florida this weekend just in time on the road again. There you go. Yeah. Tiffany, tornadoes are everywhere. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Except in movie theaters. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. All right. So, questions, comments, concerns. Tropics behaving for now, right? Local forecast, not too feisty. We'll be watching for afternoon showers and storms, but it does look like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that shower and thunderstorm coverage does look to be going up. Yeah. Yeah, Adam says that the global tropics hazard outlook highlighted the end of July into August. Yeah. I mean, there's some hints at things in that window, right? Yeah. Yeah. There's some hints at things there. It's and it's one of those things that it gives you like that first indication of stuff, right? And if you're curious what he's referring to, here, I'll just dial it up real fast. Put it there, put it there, put it there. Load. There it is. Okay, so that's the global tropics hazards outlook by the Climate Prediction Center. And what it looks for is and I've got the table on the bottom corner there, right? So just looking at that tropical cyclone formation probability, and you can see less than 20%, but it is highlighting something, okay? It's way out, right? But it just kind of gives you an idea of what there is. So one of the ways that we can kind of eyeball this is by checking out the CFS model. And we look at this a lot. Let me switch this to tropical Atlantic Basin. Okay. So this is the CFS model. Give it a second to load and just roll through and see what it's showing. Okay. This is super long range, but it's I gotta tell you, it's like a decent model, right? And when we start to see something, I'll point out the dates and all that. Like this is 723, 724. Right. Definitely some tropical moisture there. That's 726 outside of the Bahamas. This is by the way, this is a model that you can get on Pivotal Weather, just so that everybody knows. 729, 730. See that right through the. Let me go back just a bit. Look around look near the Windward Islands here, near Puerto Rico, near the Dominican Republic and Haiti. There's something there, nothing terribly big. That's around August 1st. Something there. All right, rolling through time. I mean, this is 456 hours out. This is way, way, way out there. It's loading. It's loading. Keep going. 1012 low out in the Gulf of Mexico. This is 516 hours out. This is August 7th, so it's way out there. We're still going. We're looking. We're looking. Just trying to see what the CFS. It's kind of trying to throw like a front, which is funny. Now, look out near the Windward Islands. There's a 1010 millibar low. Now, this is what Jeremy and I were looking at yesterday, right? Around Puerto Rico, around the Dominican Republic and Haiti, and then there's another 1008 millibar low out in the open Atlantic. So this is 700 hours out. Like, this is way out there. But you're starting to see the model throwing together. You got the Gulf, you got east of us, you got another one coming off the coast of Africa. So you see how getting into this is August 18th, mid-August, at the very least, we're starting to see some stuff really bubbling up on the super long range model, right? That's why seeing this the end of July into the first week of August, that's not a surprise. But it's a good notice of like, oh, hurricane season, right? Hashtag hurricane season for you millennials, right? All right. Sound good? Any other questions, comments, concerns? Anything? Y'all are off the deep end doing your comments. Eric, we feel long range and hurricane tracking experts from watching Coffee Talk. Well, thank you, Eric. Look, I mean, it's sharing the stuff. It's not necessarily any of it going to happen, but it's at least looking at all the data. That's all, right? Look, the fact that we're all hanging out together like weather nerds, talking, sipping coffee, I'm going to give you the weather nerd stuff, right? I'm going to give it to you. If you don't want weather nerd stuff, you're not going to be sipping coffee with a meteorologist at 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 days a week ish. Right? Cindy says, you millennials, don't pretend you aren't one of us. I'm geriatric, darn it. Oh, man. Tim, welcome home. So, all right. Questions, comments, concerns? Debbie is taking its sweet time to develop. She wants it to be just right to become a monster hurricane. Yeah, Mike, right? And as I check to see what the next name is on the list, is it Debbie? Don't judge my. And what's even funnier is I remade this graphic yesterday on another graphics package. Yes, it is Debbie. Okay, yeah. So I've got the new version of this graphic made as of yesterday. So there you go. Yeah, so Debbie's the next name on the list. Take its sweet time. That's fine. I'm in no rush to start adding and adding and adding. I'm just not. I'm just not. Just stay quiet. Terry, thank you. It's my pleasure. Betsy, I love it too. I love it too. Yeah. Diane, I'll take that. Now pay the copay, please. Yes, it's me. Next on the list. Do we have a date and time to see Twister as a group? Not yet. I'll figure it out. I should get the Science Center to play it so that we could fill up the Dr. Phillips Cinedome. Debbie Anderson says, you all know that all the Debbies in Coffee Talk will be uniting. But what if it hits us? Then I feel like everybody not named Debbie will be uniting against you. What about that? Well, Debbie has to outdo Chris. I think in this case, that's not going to be hard to do. If that don't put Robin on the list, I might blow us. Oh boy, I don't have control. As long as you know, I don't name the storms. That's the World Meteorological Organization. As long as you know that. I'm worried about Hurricane Tony. Wink, wink. Yeah, I know. Hurricane Tony's going to be the one that's just going to be around. It's going to be like Faye. Hurricane Tony will be the one that's around way too long, annoy you. I mean, I've worked with Tony Almost 20 years now. I love the guy, but and you know what? He would say that same for me. He'd be like, "Bada bing, Burris is annoying. Bada bing." Guaranteed. Formally request a bit of lead time for Twister's Groovy. I know. Yes, yes, yes. Sonia, listen, I'm going on a cruise. I don't want a hurricane until August, September-ish. Yes, yes. We'll work on that. We'll work on that. Yeah. Check. Late to coffee talk class. What? What did I miss? All right, I'll start over. I've been on for 25 minutes. I'll just do everything again. I'm just kidding. I'm not. You're gonna back it up. Yeah. Lingers so long we yawn more than he does. Yeah. Yep. All right. Questions, comments, concerns. Tiffany, I'm sorry to hear that. Sending the best to your family. Hurricane Tony would bring you a pizza while yeah. Bada bing a pizza. Every time Tony comes into work early, it's either we're gonna grab lunch or he's bringing me a Publix wrap or something. He's a courteous son of a gun. He's annoying in the best ways, honest to God, and I probably annoy him 100 times more than he annoys me. Just my guess. No, there's not a hurricane next Monday in the Gulf, William. There's not. It's not going to hit Dunellen either. All right. Questions, comments, concerns? Anybody? Anything at all? What is the best? What is the best iWatch to get on Prime Day for weather? You mean Apple Watch? I don't wear an Apple Watch, so I don't know. I've turned into a Garmin guy. But I will say, like, my Garmin watch has the weather on it, which is super cool. Yeah, it's a brotherly love relationship. That's true. Tony and I have the brotherly love relationship thing going. He's just the significantly older brother. Yeah. Rose, I sent you the earliest coffee talk I found in Messenger. Ooh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. To weather looks to fly out of MCO at lunch, headed to Atlanta. I mean, today looks like it's gonna have a fairly lowish rain chance, so I think you'll be okay-ish. Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's all I got. I'm going to go take the science of it now, okay? Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Would ya? Would ya? Thank you all so much. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you later.